Hi there, this is Elizabeth with E.G. Harrop Photography, and today I wanted to talk with you about times when you may find that you didn't get your baby into the studio when they were brand new, or maybe you feel like your baby isn't ideal for newborn portraits. And of course every baby is perfect for newborn portraits. Maybe you have a baby that was born irritable, and I can so relate to this. My first child, when she was born, she spent all of her time screaming and crying, and she was difficult to feed, and she never slept, and it was a really rough time on us. And we actually never did get newborn portraits taken of her, and it's kind of sad. Something that would have been nice to look back on. You get caught up in this idea that your baby is going to be angelic and super squishy and lovable and cuddly. And I didn't have that with my first child. She's great, but it was a tough time on us, and it was something that we look back on and recognize how hard it was, and that we survived, and she's just such a great human being. If you have a baby like that, I think one of the best things about E.G. Harrop Photography is that I only book one session a day. And that gives you time with your child for, extra loving, for maybe you're, giving your child an extra time to fall asleep, so that we can pose them. We work with the child, and it might be that some of your photos are going to be of your baby crying, and that's okay. I've got some beautiful photos. I'm going to include one with this video when I post it, of the baby crying, because that is part of your life and part of remembering your baby's childhood, and I think that it just happens that way sometimes. Another kind of child that you may be faced with that might make you think twice about photos is a child who's medically fragile, and you can spend so much time focused on just making sure that your baby's doing well and thriving, and is as healthy as your baby can be. And if there's the opportunity, I would say check with your pediatrician, and if your pediatrician gives the okay and can provide some guidance and as to how to work with your baby and make sure that they're safe and comfortable, then bring your baby in, schedule an appointment. And again, having that unlimited time with your child means that we can think about what's going to work with their particular condition, how we can make that, make your baby shine, make sure they're comfortable. If your baby needs extra care during the session, there's time for that, and you don't have to feel like you're taking too much time, you're going over your session. The whole point is to, provide you heirloom quality images that you can take a look at and reflect on those times with your child, and there shouldn't be a reason why you can't bring your baby in, so long as your doctor says that's fine to do. And lastly, I want to talk about those parents who, for whatever reason, didn't get their child in right away. I mean, the ideal time for newborn portraits is before 2 weeks. But if that doesn't happen, then bring the baby on in, and let's take a look at what we've got going. Let's work with the baby the way they are. Probably not going to get the super squishy, quiet, angelic poses, but we're going to get open and alert eyes, and maybe a little smiles. It's just going to be a different session, but that's still your child, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to look back and remember those times with your baby. If you do think you'd like to schedule an appointment, go ahead and fill out the form on my website and submit that, or you can send me an email at elizabeth@egharrop.com, and you can also give me a phone call if you'd like, 503-901-8449. I'd love to hear from you. Again, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm with E.G. Harrop Photography. I'm conveniently located across from Washington Square in Tigard. Thank you.